Little TV. We're here with Romeo. It's not little anymore, as you can see. So it looks like your career is slowly moving to films. Is that by choice?
Yeah, you know, growing up, I've always loved movies. You know, I looked up to people like Johnny Depp, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, and just so happened my father was one of the biggest in the music industry, biggest music moguls. But I love music, I love acting, you know, I love playing basketball. At the end of the day, my real passion is, you know, acting and making movies. That's what I want to inspire people with. You know, I want to make movies and inspire the world with that. So.
Okay, nice. And any plans to stay in music so you can be like Will Smith, launch a career in music while being a big star?
Yeah, you know, I've accomplished a lot in the music industry. You know, being the youngest with #1 records and all of that stuff. But music, like I said, is natural. You know, it's what I do. You know, I have studios in my crib. You know, it'll always be there. But just being around Will Smith and having him as a mentor, I've learned that acting is my real passion. You know, this is like what my future's gonna be in, and this is what I really do love doing. You know, this is just the beginning for me. Movies. You know, I want to get into romantic comedies. You know, action movies, thrillers. I got another movie in the works right now, a big action movie. Can't really talk about that, but I really do feel. You'll see me more leaning towards like what Will Smith did with his career. Started off in music and then more into the movies.
Okay. How was it working on the new film? Yeah. And what did you learn from Tyler Perry?
You know, it was a blessing, you know, working on this movie. I've always wanted to work with Tyler Perry and just his struggle. I think that's why he had this amazing audience, you know, coming from nothing to basically having everything, you know, much more than you could ever dream about. And for me, I just learned that hard work pays off. You know, he's a hard worker. This dude wrote the movie, directed the movie, and he's 3 actors in the movie and producing the movie.
Wow. Yeah.
So it shows if you love what you're doing and if you work hard, anything is possible at the end of the day, as cliche as that sounds.
Yeah. Okay, and I know you said you can't talk about your upcoming. Is that Game Time you can't really talk about?
Nah. A couple other things. And,
okay, well, your new film, Game Time, what can we expect from your character?
I'm still in the works with Game Time right now. We actually pushed back the start date on that. But Game Time, it just basically is a real story. You know, it's one of those stories that inspire the world. But I don't want to get too much into that yet because we pushed everything back. But I'm working on a comic book called The Drum right now. Okay. We just did the sneak peek. You can go to thedrem.com, DREM.com, and this is something I created back my freshman year of college. It was this kid I just felt was like every kid in this generation, but it has a little bit of magic. It's a romantic love story with these 2 young kids, and it's like Spider-Man meets like a Twilight or something like that. It's hard to explain, but I think this generation they'll really like it.
Okay. And I know you said that Will Smith is your mentor and your dad did a lot of things that inspired you to do what you're doing now. I went to an event recently with Nick Cannon. They have like an annual event. So like he's chairman like at Nick. Are you looking at branding out like being a writer, director, producer, or making the way easier for people coming after you?
Yeah, no, definitely. I've written a couple movies that's been out already. You know, I'm actually writing a movie right now. Like I said, for my comic book, it actually started off as a movie. So a couple studios are interested in that. You'll be hearing more about that in December. But definitely, I like to get my hands involved in everything. That's why my dad was so successful. He never just thought as himself as an artist. You know, he's busy. He's very business savvy, and that's what I do. You know, I'm the president of the record company. You know, have my clothing line, etc., etc. So I really do feel you got to think out of the box. You can't just narrow your options down. You want to always go for more. The more, the better.
Okay. And I know you have a lot of siblings. What are they saying to you? Like, what are they asking you? Like, how do you do this? Or what is the thing that stands out for them when you're doing your thing?
For my career, that's why I always tried to really stay as positive as I could. You know, nobody's perfect at the end of the day. But I have 7 brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest. So I feel like my fans are kind of like my brothers and sisters as well. But the main thing my brothers and sisters, they ask me is, how did you do this in school? They was always amazed how I was able to juggle this life and then go to school. So I went to regular school my whole life. But for me, I gotta thank God because He blessed me with a photographic memory, and I was just able to remember everything. You know, I just love education, and I feel education is the key to success. You know, all this jewelry, all this money could go, but if you have education, you'll be rich forever.
The last question is, like you said, you went to school. doing all the things, do you prefer or recommend homeschool, or do you think that people like stars coming up should go to school and then balance it all out, or do you think one is better than the other?
It definitely depends on the person. Everybody's different, you know. I did a little bit of both, you know, but I think it definitely depends on the person.
Okay.
That's something you got to fill that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.